This was one of my favorite prospects. I know that there were a lot of other people pounding the table for Josh Downs, but y'all need to be making sure that Josh Downs, especially in full PPR settings, is a player that you're picking up. Gardner Minshew is looking his way, and we don't know how long Anthony Richardson is going to be out. Anthony Richardson suffering the shoulder injury against Tennessee. He landed awkwardly, and there's been some rumors about Richardson considering season-ending surgery. Selfishly, based on all my best ball teams and leagues, I do not want that to happen, but he's got to do what he's got to do. Totally get it. But one of the recipients of the Colts offense and the progression of his development is Josh Downs. This is so exciting. Josh Downs was one of the highest PFF graded receivers out of college last year. He was an early declare, third round pick out of North Carolina. He's 22 years old, 4.48 speed, so 71st percentile 40-yard dash, 89th percentile burst score, 86th percentile agility score, 60th percentile catch radius. And this is a guy who's 5'9", 171. So he's not a big dude. But if we look at his targets over the last 6 weeks, 5'5", 11, 3, 6, and 8. Yes. So almost every single week, Josh Downs has had at least 5 targets, and he's catching 74% of his passes. His PFF receiving grade isn't great, but the yards per route run 1.37 isn't as bad as some of the other receivers that are on the team. And his player profiler comp is Wan'Dale Robinson. And you can see why. They're built similarly. They've got nice speed. And Josh Downs operates primarily out of the slot. He's 4th among all wide receivers in slot snaps. He's 18th among wide receivers in yards after the catch. And so he's making things happen after the catch. And despite his size, still tied for first among all receivers in contested catch rate and 25th among route win rate. So he's winning a lot of routes. When he gets open, he's able to get yards after the catch, and he's getting targets. So if you need someone to step up, let's say you've been missing some guys due to injuries, Josh Downs is a low-end PPR flex play moving forward. But the thing is, sometimes you need a guy with a pulse, and Josh Downs is that type of player. He set a season high in pass snaps, 52 against Jacksonville this past week. That was a pretty big jump from his previous season high of only 41 back in week number 3 against Baltimore. It just seems like the Indianapolis Colts trust him as the number 2 receiver behind Michael Pittman. The tight ends are rotating through. You got Granson, you got Mo Alley-Cox, you've got others, Will Mallory, right? Jonathan Taylor is still getting worked in. Zach Moss had been splitting now 50-50 this past week with Jonathan Taylor. So Josh Downs seems to be the number 2 receiving option for the Indianapolis Colts. Michael Pittman, obviously, still the number 1. We're not going to move away from that. But Josh Downs is a player that's probably available in most of your redraft leagues and is a viable flex, especially a bye week plug-in or a player that if you just need someone, Josh Downs could work out for you. Mark Folkman asked, drop